Hey everyone, and welcome to Wolcen. So this is Umbra on the early access. It's got a brand new name if you're unaware. So really quickly, I wanted to let you guys know that this is early access, and in fact, it's a very early build even for early access. And that's the whole point, you know. Now, what you're also going to be noticing is that there's quite a lot of frame rate drop, and that's actually not in my recording. It's actually in the game on my particular system. Now, I have a pretty decent system, and it is part of the game, but I just wanted to get that out of the way to let you guys know it's like alpha, you can see it up the top there, 0.1.2, so it's incredibly early in the game. And but anyway, today I wanted to show you some of the skills in the game, and just some of the mechanics in general, because visually it is pretty fucking awesome to look at. So that's what I wanted to do today, and just show off some of this stuff. Now, I'm around about level 9, well I am level 9, and I put in, I don't know, like maybe an hour into the game, checking out some of the stuff. Now, if you're one of those people that did buy the early access and crashed at a specific spot, there's now a fix for it, so you can go and update that if you want. But first of all, I'm going to show you the lightning skill, which is attached to my number 1 key. Let's just kill some zombies really quickly here. And there it is. Now, the skills actually work with certain elements. So if there was water, for example, right now underneath us, the lightning would do way more damage. So it does take into account the environment. But lightning is like one of the chill skills. Let me show you some of the other ones as well. Now, there are a couple of things in the game. Like, you can clearly see that this is the framework of what the game can be in the future. It is very, very early stages. I can't stress that enough, guys, because a lot of people forget what early access is. Yeah, but on the plus side, you know, we can, it's prime for feedback right now. They're definitely going to be listening to that. So anyway, check out this skill. It's my blast. It's the skill that I've been leveling up the most. Look how over the top the graphics are in this, and I mean that in an awesome way. Like, it's insane. It takes up the whole screen. The lighting effects, it is a bit like bright. It hits you pretty hard. If you have you know, epilepsy or something like that, I would genuinely be concerned. But overall, I mean, the skills are ridiculously cool looking in this game. The FPS drop is a bit of a shame because it's clearly not optimized. I mean, there's still so much stuff to be done. But let me keep going on, and I will show you some other stuff. So here's what happens when you get skills in the game. They come in the form of books, and you actually learn them. And as far as I know, it's an open skill system. So you can go down a certain class with your passives, which I will show you in a second, but you can use any skills that you want. So if you want to be like a fire wizard, but go tanky in your passives, that's totally fine. It's not class locked whatsoever. So there should be some pretty interesting combos. Imagine if you're playing, you know, an action RPG and all of the classes, all of the skills were available all of the time. So here's what the active skills look like. The leveling system, we can go utility or power. Now, to be honest, there's no tooltips in the game just yet too. So I'm not sure what utility is. I'm going to assume, this is just a wild guess, and by all means correct me if I'm wrong here, but I think utility is either, you know, like maybe less resources in the skill, or maybe like, you know, if it's a stun, the stun works longer, or maybe it's regarding the environment. Maybe, you know, if you're in the water and you use lightning and utility is really high, it affects more. I assume it's going to be one of those things. Haven't quite figured it out yet, but anyway, that's what Meteor looks like. Now, this skill also has a stun as well, which is pretty decent, but when you actually drop it, watch how big the fire goes. So right now it's on cooldown, got 3 seconds left, but watch how big the fire explosion actually is. Ready? Just like the whole screen explodes, which I think is friggin' awesome. Okay, so what I have noticed as well is that the skills are like really, really good, and the standard stuff like, you know, your basic attacks, and also like even skills that are kind of the same as basic attacks aren't quite as good just yet as the actual spells. Now, there's so many, like, spell tomes scattered around the map that I feel like they're obviously testing the stuff. They want us to level up our skills. There's no balancing or anything like that. It's super early on. But Visually is the first thing that I do notice is just how amazing the visuals are. I mean, if you zoom right in, it looks like a game that could be first person. Like the graphical fidelity looks insane. And I think that does have a lot to do with, you know, the optimization as well. But what you just seen then was fireball. So, you know, when you do in a normal game, you have fireball and you just drop one. Well, this is multi-fireball. So what happens is when you drop the first one, you drop one fireball. The next you drop two, and it keeps getting higher and higher and higher. And you get a mini toolbar on the left. So I really like this dynamic. It's like you can drop it once, then keep casting it, and it will just keep going, shooting more and more and more fireballs. But this is my main skill. I love this one the most. So anyway, let's level up, and I'll show you Frost Nova. This is just a straight up stun. Now what you can notice is that there's ice laying behind on the monsters as well. So they're cold and frozen. So other skills are going to, I believe, affect that dynamic as well. Similar to, say, water with lightning. But anyway, let's keep trekking on here. We're just going to traverse the map, and I'm going to show you some of the mobs. One thing that action RPGs need to have a lot, and that's monster density. And I have to say, they know that, because the monster density is awesome. There's not one or two zombies scattered around. There's big clumps of them. They're everywhere. Like, the skellies everywhere right now as well. And this is just a very first area of the map. So that little red thing right there is health globes. Now, as far as I'm aware, there are no potions or anything in the game. There's these three little globes that drop health, mana, and a yellow one, which I'm not sure if it's brawling or XP or whatever it is. I'm really unsure what the third one is. Now, let's check out the inventory really quickly. What you can see is that you don't just find shoulders and gloves. You actually find pieces like your left shoulder and your right shoulder. So if they're introducing legendaries into the game, that's going to be amazing, because you can get like a legendary left shoulder. So I like the extra tiers that they're adding. Here's the actual character stat system. I'm spec'd heavily into strength right now. I could probably use a little bit more life too. Now, a lot of the audio is missing in the game too, which kind of like, you'd be surprised. I'll talk about it in a bit, but anyway, here's the map of the world. Look how cool it is. And this is just what's available in the alpha right now. But yeah, as I was saying regarding the audio, is that when you get hit, your character doesn't like make a sound, like a struggle sound. So you don't know when you're getting hit. And quite often, yeah, you will die, because yeah, you just don't know when you're getting hit. So I think the audio stuff is probably something that they'll do a little bit later on in the game. But I have to say, it's a big aspect, and, you know, because it's so early on, we've got a lot of frame drops like that. Like, that was not my recording. That was just obviously transitioning into another area. I did get a bit of a frame drop there. Well, I've got it right now too, but let's drop a meteor, do some more stuns, and kill some stuff. So, pretty awesome, guys. I'm very happy with the visuals. I wish the game was further on in development, but I'm not complaining at the same time, because, like, I mean, like, it's still early access, so, you know, it doesn't matter too much. But I was really hoping for a more optimized version of the game. But either way, there's something that hit me last night when I was playing this, and it's the first time I've had this feeling in a long time. And that is that when I was playing it, it felt very dark, and I felt the potential in Wolcen. That feeling of like, man, this game is going to be amazing if they continue to optimize it, work on the game. There's a lot of work ahead that they need to do, but if they keep working on it, this game is going to be just ridiculous. So I'm looking forward to that. Yeah, we're still a long way away, but yeah, so far I'm pretty happy about the game, and yeah, I can't wait to see more further updates. We're gonna level up, level 10, hells yeah. So yeah, I want to see how it all does flesh out. But anyway, guys, here's a first look at Wolcen. I would say that if you're really keen on supporting the game, go and buy it. But if you're looking to buy it just to play it once right now and not play it again, don't do it, because it is super early. This is more like a like an early stage of alpha. So, like, not even close to, you know, a beta phase. It feels very prototyping still. Proof of concept. And that's really what it's about anyway. Thanks for joining me, guys. Catch you next time. I'll have some more Wolcen gameplay soon. And yeah, I look forward to hopefully another patch update coming very soon and getting some more stuff. So I'm about to jump into a bounty. And we're going to check that out. Anyway, guys, catch you next time. See ya.